Hi, this is Jody Teich and Annabelle, and I'm here today to talk about something really important because we never know when an unexpected emergency is going to come around the corner. We had a power outage in Austin last week, and it was not fun. There was an ice storm, and ice-laden trees knocked out a lot of power lines, and we were out of power for 2 days. Could have been worse, um, but I was really glad that I was prepared in some ways, in a few ways that I want to share with you so that you can be prepared if something like this happens in your neighborhood. So, obviously, when you have a power outage, anything in your refrigerator, your freezer is at risk. The first thing that I was really happy about was that I had freeze-dried food for the dogs and the cat so that I didn't have to open the refrigerator or the freezer. I could, keep it cold as possible. And I still had food that I would consider nourishing in the short term for my animals. And there'll be a link below or a couple of links below to a couple of freeze-dried foods that I recommend and that I use when I need to. The next thing is I'm really glad that I had aconite, a homeopathic remedy, aconite, in my toolkit. Why aconite? Aconite is great for stress, for an animal feeling like frightened and not knowing what is next, what to do, like they want to jump out of their skin. So aconite is great in a situation like this because it's very unnerving when there are no lights at night. And animals, as I've said in other videos, pick up our stress very, very easily, and it makes them anxious. So aconite is really good for that and good for things like going to the vet before you go to the vet. If your dog or cat happens to be nervous or frightened of going to the vet, and any situation where you know that they're going to be very anxious or frightened. And again, there'll be a link below where you can get aconite, and you can always reach out to me in terms of how to give it. The other thing is the essential oils Peace and Console, really helpful in calming them. Now, you need to have a diffuser on hand that doesn't require electricity, or you'd need to put a drop of one or the other or combined if you test it with your dogs with the cap on. Their noses are really sensitive to see what they prefer, and let them smell it. It will help to calm them. Peace to create balance in their bodies, console to do just that. It consoles them, it makes them feel better. So those are two really great tools to have on hand in a situation like this. And the last thing is a really good first aid kit for animals and yourselves. And there'll be a link below both for the doTerra essential oils, Peace and Console, as well as a link to a blog post that I did a while back on a really great first aid kit and what's in it. So I hope this has been helpful. It's always better to think ahead in these situations and be prepared rather than to be sorry when it's happened and you're not. So please take this to heart. Check out the links below and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. This is Jody Teich. This is Annie resting and to their best health ever.